What did he say? On the gram in full Dior, he actually called her that. They were holding hands as if they were on a courthouse date night. Following the Bet Awards, Papoose, once regarded as the most devoted husband in hip-hop, publicly proclaimed Claressa Shields his lovely girlfriend. Let's just say that since then, the internet hasn't been breathing correctly. No sly Instagram narrative, no mysterious lyrics. Not at all. Straightforward Instagram photo with hand-holding, love emojis, and that expression in his eyes as though he had just discovered serenity following an unexpected public divorce. And Remy? Not even a tag, not a reference, not even a mention. She doesn't seem to have existed. So, is this a covert marriage's soft launch? Is Claressa the new official? Mrs. Papoose? Did Remy discover it while scrolling with the rest of us? As there was no caption for this, for a decadent love story, it was a death sentence. The post, the hints, the phony insiders, and the sloppy receipts are all in our possession. And what we're going to examine could be the last straw for Remy Ma's reputation. Take out your popcorn. We're entering. Remy wasn't tagged by him. He made no reference to her. Not even a no-shade disclaimer was thrown at her. Papoose immediately posted a shocking image of himself with Claressa Shields on Instagram, referring to her as his beautiful lady. Since then, the internet has not recovered. The image is breathtaking. The caption appeared. The timing was savage. To be clear, this was no ordinary picture taken on the red carpet. This was a well-planned photo from the 2025 BET Awards, where Papoose and Claressa appeared as a wedded power couple, supported by Betrayal and Dior. They were making an announcement, not only posing. Remy wasn't even in the blur of the background. Let's now discuss the caption that caused heartache. Disruptions, 2 timelines, and the potential dissolution of a marriage. I had a terrific time with my lovely lady at Claressa Shields. Red heart at the Ad Awards 2025. It elevated the skin tone, which is medium dark. 1 post, 16 words, 2 emojis, and 10 years of devotion. For this was not merely a soft launch. This was Black Love's death certificate. Instantly, the internet exploded. Fans went from being astonished to being scandalized and being trolled. What's the worst thing, you know? We all knew the indications were there, so nobody was shocked. It began subtly. Papoose and Claressa were showing up together far too frequently. Workouts, collaborations in the studio, and mentoring. No one wanted to believe it, even though fans clocked it early. Ultimately, this was Papoose, the man who waited for Remy Ma to be released from prison for 6 years. The man who married while incarcerated. The man who gave fidelity a stylish look. However, loyalty in practice differs from fidelity in theory, because the same man who supported Remy through her darkest moments is now gleaming in press pictures with a completely different queen, without offering any justification. Let's go back. Following the notorious kiss at the BET Awards. Yes, the one where Claressa was beaming and Papoose was holding her as if she were a tax break and a prize. People were already wary. The connection between them, the way they stood together, and the fact that Remy Ma wasn't in the picture, all shouted, "Now we're together. Take action." However, the Instagram post confirmed it. Ink that is permanent on the grid. Let's dissect it. First, the picture's body language. They are not merely clasping hands. They're holding on to one another as if they've already struck a secret agreement. Claressa wore a lovely dress. Papoose's tux was made to order. There are no grins on their faces. We're not testing the water's energy, though. We are already swimming in it. In other words, secondly, the caption language. Anything may have been said by him. 2025 Bet Awards. Fantastic evening. Tonight, a shout out to all the legends. Even privileged to be in the same room as the champion. Instead, he said, "My beautiful lady." It sounds like the last line of a romantic comedy or a toast at a wedding. Third, the combination of the uplifted fists and the red heart. That is symbolism, not only affection. Locked in is the result of love and solidarity. And lastly, the quiet surrounding it. Remy has no tags. Just a clean eraser, no damage control, no mention. The fans didn't like it. The post received a deluge of comments. Hold on, did Remy Ma log off for good? We are now simply behaving as though she never existed. The caption shows a face that is sobbing loudly. My friend bro, you held your wife down for 6 years and dropped her in 6 seconds. But others were here for the chaos. Well, that's all you could have said. Claressa prevailed. She had the moment and the man. This is the appearance of tranquility. Comfort like this cannot be faked. Remy stumbled. Claressa took cover. Additionally, just as the timeline was capturing a screenshot purportedly showing a deleted comment from a person claiming to be Remy's cousin was dropped by another layer as it breathed. The conspiracy allegations began when the comment purportedly stated, "Y'all don't even know the half. He has been gone. She's just making it look cute now." Old interviews in which Remy evaded inquiries regarding her marriage started to be retrieved. When questioned about their relationship in old clips, Papoose would turn away from the camera. A fan even shared a timeline showing the exact moments when Claressa began referring to Papoose as my biggest supporter and when he stopped wearing his wedding band. Things worsen. An unidentified stylist who purportedly worked Claressa told a gossip blog that the attire she wore to the Bet Awards was picked because it matched the man she was entering with. According to the blog, she stated, "We wanted to go with something strong, sculpted wife material, not girlfriend energy." Calling her my gorgeous lady is one thing, but it gets us back to the caption. Another is posting it following a public appearance without a glimpse of Remy Ma. But it's declaration-level craziness to do it days after. Being seen checking into a hotel with her? Yes, you read correctly. Someone who works at the Lux Grand Hotel claimed to have witnessed Papoose and Claressa check in under a joint name on the night of the BET Awards. According to a widely shared but utterly unsubstantiated tweet, TikTokers transformed the theory into visual essays. And one person even pulled Google Maps photos of the hotel suite layouts and said, "You don't call her your beautiful lady unless y'all have been living in the same zip code for months." The tweet said, "They were holding hands like married people." It wasn't giving new couple. It was giving years in. The statement, "my beautiful lady," was popular by the following morning. Not because it sounded lovely, but rather because of what it subtly destroyed. The notion of eternity. The delusion that Papoose would ride for Remy until the wheels fell off. And the template that it destroyed the shrine of black love. One filtered photo at a time, and Remy has yet to respond. There has been no tweet, story, or shade, just digital silence. The echo of a caption that hit harder than any diss track ever could. But just when fans thought the betrayal was complete, more receipts started to surface. Because that's my beautiful lady's post. Oh no, that wasn't just a moment. That was the fuse. And baby, what followed was a digital explosion that the culture wasn't prepared for. Within hours of Papoose's post, screenshots of purported hotel check-in records started to circulate. Werner said, "Y'all, I work the night desk at Lux Grand," which might or might not be someone's catfish. Papoose and Claressa entered together and utilized a single card. 2,703. That is marriage, not mentoring. In just 6 hours, the tweet received over 80K retweets. Images of the Lux Grand lobby began to circulate. And a blurry video of a hallway appeared, showing two silhouettes holding hands, one in a shiny gown, the other in a black tux. People were sifting through the images as if they were courtroom evidence, and it didn't end there. A self-described Bet insider went live and claimed that Papoose had introduced Claressa backstage as his queen. "She held me down when I couldn't even hold myself," are apparently his exact words. "You're all gone. Show her the same respect that you showed my previous possessions." Fans were incensed. Others were ecstatic. The timelines were chaotic, and one viral comment read, "The way you respected what I had before? Not my wife. Not Remy. Just what I had." The erasure was violent, the energy was unapologetic, and the internet was in meltdown mode. Meanwhile, Remy Ma was digitally missing with no posts, no reactions, no statements. It's just a ghost in a story that used to have her name in the headline. Remy has no seat while Papoose plays emotional musical chairs. Another posted that beautiful lady. The caption wasn't a compliment. It was a goodbye. And then the wasn't a compliment. It was a goodbye. And then the Deems leaked. Yes, you heard that right. Alleged private messages between Papoose and an anonymous fan page started floating around in them. The fan asks, "Yo, is this for real? What is your new wife, Claressa?" And the alleged reply, "Sis, I'm just living in peace. All I ever wanted was that. Calm down, sis." People were shaken when he called about the scandal article. Claressa's response, meanwhile, was cold, calculated, and devoid of a caption. She shared a slow-motion video of herself laughing while Papoose walked behind her, adjusting his cufflinks in a luxury hotel hallway. There were no tags or descriptions, just vibes. But the internet knew that it was a victory lap. And Ree's fans were no longer keeping quiet. Thousands of comments flooded Bet's Instagram, and Twitter threads analyzed every moment in Remy's career where she mentioned holding him down, being loyal, and spending time together. "I waited for him emotionally the same way he waited for me physically." She revealed in a re-release tape from her 2018 Breakfast Club interview. "It feels like a tragedy now. That line?" Then came the PR scurry. Well, sort of. According to rumors, Remy's team called Bet's legal department and demanded that they remove an unapproved couple. Promotion from the official Bet website that featured Papoose and Remy's red carpet photo and a highlight reel with a love theme. BET refused and instead reposted the couple photo with a caption, "Black Love Evolves, Reddit hashtag Bet Awards 2025 evolves." The disrespect was surgical. It didn't just cut, it carved. And now, fans were focusing on Papoose's digital footprint. Detectives in the comments saw that he had deleted almost all of Remy's Instagram photos, changed his bio from husband, father, and king to just peace and purpose, and eliminated any mention of black love from his highlight stories. This wasn't a subtle rebranding. Rather, it was a complete overhaul. Then the courtroom theory began when a phony court filing that was leaked appeared on Reddit, with Remy's name on a line titled Petitioner, claiming that she was starting to dissolve the partnership due to infidelity and abandonment. The document was clearly a hoax. The judge's name was literally Honorable Woka Truthbomb, but did that stop people from posting it like gospel? Of course not. What's more outrageous is a phony clapback clause that went viral. It was believed that Remy and Papoose's prenuptial agreement included a clause that one party publicly humiliated the other would result in a $250,000 penalty. There was no evidence to support this theory, but TikTok loved it. A 19-year-old influencer created a 5-part video series that broke it down with background music from Sexual Healing, dubbed The Betrayal Blueprint. And what about the music industry? Well, here's where it gets nasty. Was supposed to be the main attraction, but the flyer was abruptly updated and her name was changed. Guess who's performing instead? Claressa Shields is releasing her new rap single, First Lady. The song supposedly contains the lines, "I wasn't chasing what was a slash. I just stepped in where she dipped. I'm not on the side. I'm after the slash, not a problem. I'm the chapter." If this track exists, Remy Ma better start recording a diss response before sunset. "We're just friends." That one's still a picture of him and Claressa with the message, "My beautiful lady says it all." No, you're reaching. Not touched. Not touched. Not bothered. One of the most liked comments read, "If Papoose were innocent, he would have cleared it up." Fans are taking his silence as gospel. Guilt is silence. For a period. Another person wrote, "This man remains silent for years. And it's true that when he speaks, his 16 words obliterate his entire past." The entire story of Papoose's legacy has suddenly been altered by a single Instagram post. Black love is over. No more holding you down. Mr. Loyalty, he is now simply the man who left wearing a Dior outfit while holding the hand of a woman he referred to as a friend and who is now tagged "My beautiful lady." And Claressa is the rewrite, not just the rebound, because this isn't simply a nasty breakup anymore. Part 3 comes out like a nuclear scandal just when the smoke couldn't grow any thicker. It is purportedly on its way to press conferences, courtrooms, and perhaps even Bet's Human Resources Division. Let's begin with a legal conflagration. An unnamed source close to Rhee's legal team alleges that a private cease and desist letter was sent to the bedding company, cautioning them to stop using pictures of Papoose and Claressa with romantic branding, particularly the black love. Changes the caption. Remy believed Bet was using the picture as a weapon to humiliate her, the insider revealed in a dubious podcast. They are retaliating legally against what is being presented as emotional exploitation. The podcast lacked supporting documentation. We're rolling though because this is fake news with flavor. The wildest part, however, wasn't even that. The legal team is reportedly also getting ready to contest joint profits from tracks that Remy and Papoose worked on together. They contend that any black love monetization should be stopped since Papoose's brand is now associated with Claressa. In other words, if she is removed from the legacy, she wants the check to stop. The streets, meanwhile, were becoming hotter. A fresh component of evidence surfaced. In an unconfirmed hotel security video, Papoose and Claressa can be seen bickering in a hallway, giving each other a short embrace and then entering a suite together. Midnight following the BET Awards is the timing. Internet investigators took it to heart. If you're not acting married, why argue? Couple conflict like that is not new. You didn't post me enough energy in a timely manner. They walked upstairs after fighting and kissing. That is the conduct of a husband and wife. Then a phony document from a Bet employee was leaked. It purportedly detailed staff members' worries about the impact of celebrity conflict on public relations and stated that Remy Ma had dubbed one of the producers a snake in heels. Again, this is most likely fan fiction, but when the story is more compelling than the reality, does it really matter? But Remy didn't say anything. At last, it broke. Remy Ma apparently went live on a throwaway account for 5 minutes during the conflagration. Just a dark room with a voice that sounded just like hers, no filters, no makeup. She made no reference to names. She didn't cry. This is what she just stated. There are times when the ones you sacrifice for won't even try to protect you. That's awesome. See how I recover from this one? Fans seized the clip and went crazy, but the live stream halted abruptly. That is a warning, a bar, and a threat. Remy will return with a diss song and air revenge. Sis is planning. I sense a resurgence. An old interview clip from a 2022 boxing match, in which Claressa was asked who her celebrity crush was, reappeared as if the gossip gods weren't done stirring the pot. She was precisely visualizing the man as she grinned and muttered, "Can't say he's taken, but not forever." Taken but not forever, baby. Fans now claim that this was never a haphazard romance on the red carpet. The game was long. Another twist appeared on the plate as all of this was cooking. In a since-deleted TikTok, a beauty influencer named Kisses by Kia claimed to have applied Remy Ma's makeup. Remy was sobbing in the chair on bet night. "I knew something was up," Kia remarked. She continued to look at her phone. She locked the screen once the picture of Claressa and Papoose appeared and uttered the words, "Let them enjoy the circus." Full smoke for words. The globe is now observing to see what will happen next. What we do know is as follows. The post has not been removed by Papoose. Claressa continues to share opulent videos without any regret or captions. She's either breaking, rebranding, or plotting. Remy, a behind-the-scenes reel was released by the official BET Awards YouTube account just as fans believed this triangle of doom had subsided. Additionally, at "That Isn't Loyalty," that's performance was said by a weak voice in the distance, thought to be Remy at the 17-second point. People enhanced the audio and tagged it. It went viral. Performance, a harsh word, particularly in a relationship that was formerly hailed as genuine love in a phony society. What comes next? According to rumors, Remy is working on a disc titled Proof of Loyalty, which will feature Nicki Minaj and Rod Digger. If true, It'll break every streaming record and possibly Claressa's brief rap career before it begins. The leak suggests the opening line of the introduction is, "He kissed your gloves, he wore your belt, but he dropped his vows like cheap jewelry." Meanwhile, Claressa is trademarking "My Beautiful Lady" for Afrogrants line, a merchandise launch, and perhaps a claimed Papoose documentary series. He doesn't say anything, yet his silence speaks volumes. This goes beyond a man picking a new woman. This concerns the collapse of a cultural pillar. A 10-year romance condensed into a caption. Wi-Fi dethroned a queen. And a legacy rebuilt by a new woman standing where another had governed, dressed in a sparkling gown. Remy reloads, Claressa climbs, fan pages compete in comments, and bet officials prepare for interviews. This isn't over. That much is certain. By no means. Wait until you hear what's coming next if you thought this Instagram post was the pinnacle. And now for the query that has the internet in a tailspin. Was Papoose's recent marriage a soft launch? Or was the kiss and caption combination the last straw for his relationship with Remy Ma? Because, let's face it, man isn't being subtle when he calls a woman "my beautiful lady" in public after they've walked the red carpet together, clinked glasses in an upscale hotel, and posted it for the world to see. He is confirmed to be playing. What does it leave Remy, though? Is she really no longer involved? Or is this only a chess move in a more complex game that we still don't completely comprehend? You are well aware that the comment area will become a courtroom. We need your opinion. Microphone. Do you believe Papoose and Claressa are formally dating? Was Remy Ma taken by surprise, or had she previously finished working with him behind the scenes? Let's chat about harm over a cell phone with Arrow, who is winning in terms of reputation, music, and emotion. Tell us everything down below. Don't be shy. We're observing. Please ring the bell so you never miss the tea. Hit the like button. And subscribe for more scandal breakdowns if this news left you as stunned as we were. Because the way things are going, Papoose's next caption, Claressa's next unplanned live, or Rhee's next song might all be released at any moment. The truth has been right in front of you. Well, the mess is always served on Gossip Spill Vibe, and that's our version of the winking face clapperboard. Winking face clapperboard.